Yeah, no.
Hey.
How's it going? I like your bangs. Did you get some bangs?
Yes.
That's so cute.
I felt like my forehead was just growing.
That's silly.
I know, it just looked big.
So I was gonna get a study room like how I did last time.
Oh yeah.
And they were all full, so I'm outside.
Oh.
Like, is that you or me?
What?
Is that chiming? There's all this chiming going on. Because I pushed the open button like 100 times to open it because it wasn't open. I have like zero. I have zero patience. It's like 0, 0, 0, 0.
Same. I think that's a part of ADHD actually, where you're like, work.
Yeah. I'm like, hurry up, hurry up. And then that's why I can't own any technology because I break it all in like 2 seconds. And then I'm like, what's going on?
Well, how long have you had your phone?
I've had it. Well, I had to get. I don't know. What kind of question is that? How long have I had my phone?
No, it's technology.
Do you hear that?
I don't hear it. I'm glad that I don't, but I'm sorry that you hear it.
It's really annoying. So, I was like, I hear the chime and I can't take it. I don't know about you, but like I remember last time we were talking about the neurodivergent thing. As a part of my thing, I can't stand. I have really sensitive hearing.
Oh yeah.
So some noises to me like drive me like absolutely insane. Like
I relate to that.
Okay, yeah, I have very sensitive hearing, and like for me, like some noises, like I go absolutely crazy, like a dog. Like my dog, we stay at this one place, and she was going crazy because there it is still. I can't take it. They didn't want to change like the smoke detector.
Oh God.
I was like, dude, change the smoke detector. Like, I like really love your bangs. It looks really nice.
Thank you. That makes me feel happy.
Did you do that yourself?
What?
You didn't do that?
No. My stepdaughter actually cuts hair, and
Really?
she did them. Yeah.
How old is she? 15?
Oh, my stepdaughter is about to be 21. Her
Oh,
name's
okay.
Mary.
I got bangs too, but this is what I did.
I love how yours are like. I love that. Like the last episode, the picture of you is so pretty.
I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I uploaded it. I tried to get you in there too, but I couldn't. I'm sorry.
No, it's a weird size. So
yeah, you look pretty. We both look really pretty, but I couldn't get you in there, so I was like, oops, sorry, Amber.
I need to send you more pictures. I just was behind this time, as you know.
Yeah, we have a really dramatic. I don't really want to. We have. There's. I don't know what to. But anyways, how
we have hiatus.
Oh, you know what though? We gotta hurry because we have a time crunch. So let's get into it.
Should I invite the person?
Yeah, let's invite the person. So guess what? We have a guest. Everybody. Amber invited our guest. This is our very first guest. Amber's gonna take control.
Okay. No, you're gonna. Yeah, we're both gonna do it.
Amber knows how to do the guest. I tried last time. I was stupid. So the guest was like, the guest really didn't. He was a guy. The guest wasn't. He was kind of just like aloof anyway. So I was just like, oh well, guest. So Amber,
it wasn't your fault.
It was nobody's fault. It was my fault though. Yeah. I was dumb.
No.
Let's do the guest again.
Okay, I'm inviting them, I think. I love that Granny for Hire sign.
Oh, did you see that?
Yes, I just saw it.
Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, that's silly. Huh? Granny for Hire, and then I'm like, that's gonna be me one day, Granny. And I was like, okay, all right.
Okay, I think I'm inviting them. I hope it's gonna work this time. Who knows? If not, we'll just talk about what we're gonna talk about. Let me know if that works.
Like, yeah, right. You guys don't have friends. Wow. Hi.
Oh, hey.
Wow, hello. Welcome, guest.
Oh. We have a guest.
You
Did I
should
join
have
at
a
the
real
right
life, we
time?
have a real life guest this time, ladies and gentlemen.
I was
What's your
fiddling
name?
with it. I wasn't sure.
What
Huh?
so I welcome to our show. Our show is called Pink Cassette. My name is
Mhm.
Vanessa, aka Daisy Del Hoya. This is Amber Renee, and
Yeah.
oops, sorry about that. And this is our show Pink Cassette, where we talk about um personal things that are not too personal, but things about that struggling our life and things hopefully other people relate to about mental health and other things. And I just want to ask you a question. Can you hear it chiming?
Can I hear chiming?
Yeah, chiming.
I don't think so.
I
Okay,
think
good.
it's a
Okay, good.
yeah,
Okay,
I think
okay.
so too.
So I want to what is your name, please, for us?
My online name is Zoo. My real name is Lauren.
Okay, so you don't if you feel comfortable, whatever you feel comfortable. So I know you're part of, from what I heard and understood, a thing called Suicide Girls. Is that correct?
Yeah, I haven't done Suicide Girls in quite some time.
Okay.
But that's kind of like the beginning of my modeling stuff.
Okay, and so
Hmm.
for people out there who are listening and who aren't quite, I'm familiar with Suicide Girls. I would imagine Amber's familiar with Suicide Girls, but some people out
Yeah.
there who are listening who might be new or whatnot, or can you please tell people if you feel comfortable? If you don't feel comfortable talking about it, do you feel
No.
comfortable?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't care.
Okay, yeah. If you would like to tell people about I love your vibe about what Suicide Girls is, because I don't want people to get the wrong idea.
Yeah. Okay. So I can only say what it was, like 10, 15 years ago. It was I haven't been on it in a long
Okay,
time, but
yeah.
Does it
So
still exist?
kind of the same. It's like alternative. This was before alternative was like more mainstream, like tattoos and piercings, like the nude photography or like sexy kind of photos was more like blonde hair, tan, no tattoos, like more common. So they do like tattooed, like pierced girls, like pinup girls, and it's like naked photos of them. So yeah, I started on there just because I guess I was bored and I
okay,
was just like looking to make money too.
Did you
all
have a
right.
good experience
Yeah.
doing it?
Yeah, I mean, I liked them. I met the owner. Well, I met both of the owners. One was like more of a quiet owner. His name was Sean. He was kind of weird,
John
not in like a
Carter.
creepy way. I don't know his last name. I
Okay.
just met him at like a tattoo convention and he tried to have me sign like the new Suicide Girl contract and I was like, I'm not doing it. That's when I quit. But
Mhm.
because it was just stupid. But Missy was really nice. Like I shot with her twice. And she's the
Oh,
owner.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And I got lost
Great.
once in LA and I just like hung out at the Suicide Girl headquarters once because I didn't know what to do. So she like let me like just sit around there and be like a bum for a while. But
Okay, so where are you from?
I live in like Northern Virginia, so it's like right by DC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so to summarize it up, so Suicide Girls, this was okay. So you did this about like 15 years ago or something like that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. A lot,
Okay.
probably longer than that. Like I'm aging
Okay.
myself, but it was a very
No.
long
Okay.
time
So
ago.
I aspire to do as well because I was an alternative, um, model, but Playboy didn't have that kind of thing for people like us, which is
Mm-hmm.
very beautiful. They're very stunning. But we have
Hmm.
tattoos, piercings, and Playboy didn't have that kind of thing for people like us. Even though I was very out there, like looking, I was very shy. So I didn't ever
Mm-hmm.
believe it. I had like zero confidence until I, did Rock of Love and all those shows. I had because
Yeah.
I was abused. And but anyways, so tell me about your story a little bit. Tell me about yourself.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start. Like in the Suicide Girl world,
Well,
or
just
What
tell us
about like the show that you did? Didn't you do a show?
the Paris Hilton show.
Yeah.
yeah,
That
tell us
was so
about that.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, listen,
So it
yeah.
was interesting. I originally did this thing called Trashy Life, and our goal was to get a reality show. So after that fell apart, I had met a casting director in LA. I was there for like I think like a fashion show or something. And I was talking to her afterwards, and I found out she was a casting director. So I was like, oh shit, I need to make friends with this girl. She's my in to get a show. So she was like, well, the easiest way to get a show is to get a spinoff. And I was like, get me a show then. And she's like, okay, like, I'll pitch you some shows. I'll get back to you. And it's funny that you were on that show because she pitched me 2 shows first. It was the Shot of Love with Tila Tequila, and then I said no
Yeah.
dating shows. I didn't want to do a dating show because I had a boyfriend. And then she pitched me the Brett Michaels show. What was the name of it again? Rock of Love?
Rock of
Rock
Love, yeah.
She
yeah.
pitched me that one. Wouldn't that have been funny if we were on the same show? But then I told her no dating shows. And then she's like, what about Paris Hilton? I was like, but I'll go on the show because it was just like a friend show. So then that's how I got on the show, which I think other people had to get like voted on online.
Oh.
And I just like walked in on it. I didn't tell people it was that easy for me. But yeah. So
Okay.
that was a fun experience though.
Interesting. So
What was
I
your
never saw any of that like the Paris Hilton show. So can you tell us
Yeah.
about like what you did and like what was going on in the show? Did you have a good
Yeah.
experience? What happened?
A little bit silly and embarrassing, but like I
Oh,
think like on the show, like I knew going into it, it was like all fake. It was just it's TV, but I think a lot of people on the show literally thought they were going to be her best friend. That they're delusional. But so we went on it, and it was like an elimination show. So you would try to do like these stupid challenges and like try to like vie to be her best friend, and people would be kicked off, and they were kind of like get people like mad at each other. Like there's a story director that was there, and he would like kind of fill your brain with like nonsense and like drama and try to get you mad at the next girl, so you talk shit about her, and then you guys get into a fight, and then you know what I mean. It's
Oh,
silly.
okay. So
But yeah, I got it. I think I was on out of 10 episodes, I got onto 5, and then I got kicked off for fighting. Whatever, that girl was like a bitch.
oh. Who were you fighting?
This girl Cory, and I swear to God, they made me look crazy. They didn't really feed us, number one, but they did feed us alcohol, and they of course
Oh
didn't show
yeah.
that. Yeah, that's how they do. And then
Yeah.
she was like extremely racist, and then I got so fed up with her that one day me and this boy Anch were just like, we're sick of your shit, and we like confronted her, and half the stuff didn't get on TV. They said that if they were to air it, it would make Paris look bad. So I was like, but then I'm gonna look crazy, and they're like, sorry. So I like told her, like I got in her face and was like trying to fight her because she said all this super racist stuff, and I was just like fed up with her. And then she ended up kicking me off the next episode, which was like such bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like,
oh,
damn
you're breaking.
you, Cory.
Okay,
Stupid
that
girl.
makes sense.
But
All right.
yeah, so I tried to fight her one day. Like, I don't think I ate like for 2 days because they hardly fed you, and I was like a little bit drunk, but I guess you can't tell that on TV. But and then yeah, I got in her face and tried to fight her, and then so she won a challenge, which was like this challenge to see like who knows the most facts about Paris. It was a game show. And number one,
Okay.
whoever wins that is so creepy. Why do you know so much
Oh.
shit about this girl? Like, you're fucking
Yeah.
creepy. So I'm glad I didn't win anyway, because who wants to have like a friend that's like obsessed with you? And anyway, so I
Well,
lost, of course.
you're trying to be best friend. You gotta like know stuff about
You got to play
her.
the game. I know, but I didn't know
Well, you
any of
want to
the
be the best
answers. I
friend.
literally
You know?
didn't know. Yeah, I had
So
no idea.
what
So,
do you remember any of the facts about her or
oh God, no.
like if I
Oh,
went on a like a thing to be like somebody's best friend, like I would know like one fact maybe about them. Do you,
yeah, no.
so
Are you still friends with her? Like, do you still?
I was actually closer to her and like had her personal number and like talked to her and hung out with her more after the show. Like
Yeah.
we went to New York and like we did this like Tyra Banks show, and we did some kind of something, I forgot the name of the show, but and then we just like hung out at bars and stuff and like went to clubs. And when I went to LA one time, same day I got lost and I had to go to Suicide Girls headquarters. Paris picked me up because she was doing sound somewhere, and we like hung out because I was just lost, you know, little things like that. But
Yeah.
after a while you lose connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things going on. So, do you think you would ever do another other reality shows, or what have you been doing since then? What kind of things do
Yeah,
you do?
I would love to do another reality show. It was so much fun. It was
Mm-hmm.
fun. But I think the reason I would have made it farther though, but I wasn't. I lost like my. You have to be really crazy all the time, and I started to miss home and like miss my daughter. And the story director was like, "Zoo, you need to start getting more wild. You need to start being more crazy, you know, or you're gonna get kicked off." And he literally told me this 2 days before I got kicked off. So if I was to go on another show, I would keep the crazy like constant and give like, you know, the show some edge. But you know,
And so you said like you felt like you were playing a part aside from like not eating and drinking.
yeah, they made you. They were kind of rough with that. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, like playing a character kind of.
Yeah.
It was like a more exaggerated version of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course it is. So, but why did you decide to go onto that show? What was it that inspired you to want to go on there and want to be Paris Hilton's best friend?
I didn't want to be like her best friend. I just wanted to get a reality TV show. That was my goal.
Do you think that
All
would
I
hurt
wanted
people's
was
feelings?
a show.
If I heard that, I would be hurt. If I heard that, I would be hurt. If I was Paris, I'd
She
be like sad
doesn't.
right now. Yeah, she probably
No.
doesn't care.
She
She probably is like,
even the
whatever.
winner of the show, they weren't friends. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
even know. Like, some people literally thought they're going to be friends with her. It was just, it's not. That was never going to be like
So,
the issue.
so what have you been
I
up
want to
to
ask.
since then? Oh, go ahead, Amber. What do you
I
want to ask?
No, I was just gonna say I also wanted to ask about you said Trashy Life.
yeah.
I know
Yeah, what
just a
Trashy
bit
Life?
about that because I used to work with Audrey,
Yeah.
and so I think that's how we initially met.
Audrey.
Maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How did that go?
Well, yeah. Like, how did it start?
I guess how did it start and how did it end?
It's kind of funny. So I was friends with this girl, Alexis, who lived in Philly. She just happened to be best friends with Audrey. At the time, I was dating the lead singer of The Used. Audrey was dating the lead singer of Panic. So, and we were both like alt models or whatever, and we had like a fan base. So I went to her house once and got introduced, and then I got her number. And I texted her and I was like, listen, your fan base and my fan base combined, and the fact that we're dating these dudes that people really love, like, let's put our little forces together and like create something really badass. And she was like, yeah, let's do it. So then we eventually were like, let's do a YouTube channel because we want to have like a TV show. And oddly enough, before I went on the Paris Hilton show, we wanted it to be kind of like a version of The Simple Life, but like instead of rich girls. My hair is getting wet, dude. She's proved. I am. She is. I don't know how to have sex. That's it. We were poor, so we were poor girls, like doing like all these crazy things and like traveling and stuff, because like we got flown out for shoots and stuff, but we were like literally broke. So that was our main goal, was to try to make a pilot and get a TV show.
And so you
But
called it
then
the Trashy Life?
we called it Trashy Life. Yeah. It's a good name.
That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a
That's
great
Yeah.
idea. So you had like it was just a pilot, and
We did YouTube stuff, and we had like a website. We were big on like MySpace, and
oh yeah, that's cool.
I
I like that. That's
originally,
really cool.
yeah, MySpace
Yeah.
was the shit though.
What?
MySpace was the shit. I missed it.
Oh yeah, MySpace. I love MySpace.
Oh yeah, I
I
agree.
Yeah,
want to do like a MySpace revival.
they should, but it'll never be the same.
Yeah, the internet's different now.
Yeah.
I really miss
That
MySpace, honestly. I think it needs to come back because I don't get TikTok and I like Instagram. But I really feel like they I mean, it's still floating around there. It's never going to go away, right? MySpace is still there. I just wish
I
I
don't
could
is
know,
it
like
just
really?
like that culture is over, like that internet culture is over. Now it's like
Yeah.
everybody is online trying to
Yeah.
make
Everybody
money.
has
speaking of
their
which,
15 minutes now.
yeah, speaking of which, when we were gonna start talking about AI,
Yeah,
and so I
wait, I
actually
have one
I'm
more.
still interested in this trashy life though. I can't believe
Yeah, how did it
trashy life.
stop? Like, what happened?
Oh,
I'm still trying to understand why this trashy life didn't go like big, like,
Oh,
ding.
and then I'm so pale and I have like my little jewel and I look like a mime. I'm like,
Oh, I love pale. I want to be like
yeah,
really
you look
white.
great.
you guys look
I
beautiful
want my
today, by the
face.
way. You guys look
Hmm.
beautiful. I look like a trashy clown. Trashy clown.
No, 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 you look beautiful.
Yeah, you look good.
Hmm. Okay, so why did it end? Like, what happened?
Oh yeah. Well, so I have an 18-year-old daughter, and I got pregnant,
Oh,
and
Oh,
Audrey
you have
told
an
me,
18-year-old daughter. You look
and this,
like an 18
yeah,
year old.
she's
Okay,
literally
yeah.
18. She just
okay,
turned
I'm
18.
quiet. I'll be quiet.
Audrey told me, we can't do Trashy Life if you're pregnant. You're gonna have to get rid of it. And I was like, what? Are you fucking serious?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've never said this
Like,
publicly. I have
how long
never
till
said this
trashy
publicly.
life? You
Yeah.
Oh
need to
my
get
God.
you need to have like a Slurpee beer and a cigarette in your
Honest,
hand. Trashy life.
honestly, like a pickle juice, like
Coca-Cola beer.
martini.
Trashy
That would be
life.
such a cute photo shoot. Like pregnant, trashy
Put
life.
yourself
Like
in
I
a
don't know. That would
I
be
did.
cigarette.
I did a lot of my shoots pregnant. I like hid
When
it.
when
We used to
that's
travel up until 8 months, and I like hid my stomach from airline people. So yeah,
from
so
airline people.
I hid my stomach because you can't fly when you're eight
So
months.
beautiful. I love men, but I love looking at beautiful women. I'm a gay man
Ooh,
trapped in a
of
woman's
course.
body. I'm a totally gay as
That's
they
so good
come,
for my
man.
self-esteem.
yeah.
God.
I'm totally trapped in a woman's body, and I love men, but I'm so gay in a man's body or in a woman's body. I just love that. So, anyways, I don't know where we're going with this thing today,
So
but
I was just shocked when you said, you know, what Audrey said to you because
Yeah.
I am just shocked.
Yeah.
yeah, that sucks. Well, back in the day, they
So
had
yeah,
contracts.
eventually, I mean, we still did it until right after I gave birth. And then like the big cutout from the friendship was when she didn't show up to my baby shower. And I
Oh,
invited fans. I had fans drive from different states to go to this baby shower. Like people flew in.
yeah, back in
And
the day,
Audrey
they
lives,
had
she lives like
contracts.
3 hours away and she didn't come. So
So in the
yeah,
industry, it's hard to
that's sad.
because a man, you can like
Yeah.
have babies all you want, because you don't have to
Yeah.
like leave. They're just like,
Yeah.
have a baby. Here's your baby. Okay, get out there. That's
So like what have you been up to since?
Um,
yeah. What's going
I've
on with
just
you?
been like stay-at-home mom life. I have
Hmm?
3 kids now. I have two besides Xavier. And just like housewife stuff. Nothing really. Yeah, I stopped modeling, I guess 7, 8 years ago. I just got tired of it. It was just like, and by the way, there's like so much competition. Girls are so much hotter than they were when I was like their age. I'm like, how do you guys even look like that? Like, I can't
Well, it's
even.
all this like all the the plastic things and all those things. But
Yeah,
oh, anyways, back
yeah.
to the describing you. She looks like Marilyn Monroe with like Betty Davis eyes.
Yeah, I just lost my love for it too. You know,
Yeah, it does
like
become disheartening.
I started modeling, I guess, when I was 14. And then I was like with an agency in New York for a while that specialized in like tattooed people. But I don't know. I just, after a long time, you have to deal with so much bullshit. And it's just,
Yeah.
and the market is so saturated now. Like everybody's a model. So it's like, bleh. I had
Yeah.
Yeah,
fun while it
exactly.
lasted.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're kind of just
yeah.
like
It's
there's
like
like a
whatever.
disdain for it.
Yeah, but if I
Yeah.
was offered a show, I'd fucking do it.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah,
Okay.
What
Let's
kind
put
of
that
show?
out
it's
there.
different. Let's put that
What
out
kind of
there.
show would be? What kind of show would be like your ideal thing? What would be like your ideal thing? Like movies or or what kind of thing would you
Oh,
really
I'm
want
a
to do? Like what
terrible
could
actress. Oh, I'm a bad actress. Like I
you
did,
do?
I think 2 commercials before, and it was just I can't even memorize anything. Like it's just bad. But yeah, like reality stuff is like so easy because you're just yourself. You just kind of exaggerate. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
acting
wish
is
I
it
was
is
on
hard.
VH1 and not MTV. VH1, they're the ones that get all the spin-offs. MTV doesn't get shit. I don't know why. It's like
Oh,
think about all the spin-offs on
that's
VH1.
true.
Tons. MTV? Nah.
Just one and
Nothing.
done.
Yeah, one and done. Yeah. It's awful. Awful.
Did you ever have any like
Hmm.
PTSD or trauma or anything from any of that stuff, or were you?
No. No. It was like great. I had a great
Yeah, 'cause
time. The
some people
I
do.
mean some of the people on the show. Huh?
Some
Yeah.
people do. Some people get really messed up. Like I got messed up like
Oh,
a
I
little
know.
bit.
A girl Shelly on the show, they were kind of shitty to her. So, she was like the
But
virgin
I was
one if you
already
watch
messed
the
up.
show.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I knew what to expect going in.
Hmm.
So, I was like mentally prepared. I was just going to ride it until it was over. Just for the experience, I guess. Yeah.
Would
Nothing
you do
to it.
anything differently?
I'd be more crazy. Like I wouldn't, yeah, cuz I was just like missing home and missing my daughter, and they don't let you use the phone hardly at all. I think I used the phone twice to check on my daughter. Like you're
Why?
secluded from
Why would
like
you be more
everything.
crazy?
Because the reason I got kicked off is because I wasn't like keeping it like lively enough. Like I wasn't as like outgoing because I started getting kind of sad because I missed my daughter. So
So did it bother you, like, if you had, I don't know, any like bad publicity or like people saying like shitty things about you online? Like, did any of that happen?
That's always happened ever since I was on LiveJournal. That's where I started. People are just mean and like saying really awful things, but
Are you trying to ask for that because you're still like worried about people saying sad things
No,
about
I
you online?
I'll just say stuff no matter what.
no.
Yes, you
I was going
are.
off of your question
Oh,
of like, did you have
okay. Well,
any trauma from it?
it's good to give advice.
Yeah,
It's good to seek out how others deal with things because we want to relate to see how others deal with things. Then we can
yeah.
understand.
I think
When it comes to like online hate, like people have been really shitty, like and used my photos for really weird purposes and stuff, and like tell me that I should go kill myself and I'm like a horrible person and I'm so
No,
ugly
that's
and stuff.
terrible.
And like it doesn't. I've always just kind of let it like roll off my back. Like I'm just like, you've got some inner hate. That's why you're projecting. So it's like, I don't know. I've always dealt with it really well.
so. You just enjoyed the experience and didn't have any like lasting
No, I didn't have any. I just, yeah,
trauma.
no like issues really. It was just like a fun
What
experience.
kind of advice? What kind of advice would you give others out there who, want to do like nude modeling or any radical modeling like the type of modeling that
Hmm.
you've done or anything like that out there?
Yeah, just be super, super careful when you first start out
Right.
because there's a lot of creep. You have to be
There is.
so careful. And I would
Absolutely, there
always
is.
take someone with you because I've been in some situations, but I'm like a girl
Yeah,
from the streets. Like, I don't let
right.
anybody push me around or anything. And like, I know how to like handle myself in like a scary situation. But a lot of people are more
So,
meek and like they'll be taken advantage of. So you just have to
yeah, so
bring someone with you to
I'm gonna
you.
go back to that. Why did you start doing that?
Yeah.
Like, what was it that like made you want to decide to start? How did you get into that really? Like, why? What was it inside you that
The
decided? Was it just because you were like
the
looking
nude
for
modeling
money?
part.
Yeah, like when you started,
Um,
because I wanted, like, when I first did that, like, I was like, I really wanted to be like an actress, and I
Yeah.
wanted to do modeling. And then I had like this guy sort of like coax me into doing, I really wanted to be a playmate.
And like my whole dream was just to be on a bunch of tattoo magazines and like the covers.
Okay.
That was like all I really cared about for a long time. So,
All right. So
that was
basically what
like
you're saying,
for the nudity.
so basically what you're
Huh?
saying is that you gotta have a dream, you gotta have a goal. You gotta be a
Yeah.
do-it-yourselfer. If you're doing this, and
Yeah.
you gotta be
Street smart.
street smart. You gotta be street smart, and
Yeah.
you gotta be you gotta be careful. So you gotta be kind of
And
weed out
get your money
the
first
people.
before you shoot.
Yeah,
Oh
weed out the
yeah.
Get
people.
that money first.
Yeah, yeah,
Get your
yes.
money
Oh,
first.
that is
That's
really
important.
you gotta get
I
that
had
money
to do
first.
Yeah.
that before too.
Yeah, because they'll
Did the
burn
whole
you.
shoot, 3 hours.
Get that money
Really?
first,
Yeah.
and
But
take
you better
someone with
believe I
you.
got my money
Take
one way
someone
or
with you.
another.
Always have a phone
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh
exit.
yeah. Always have someone with you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Take
anyway,
someone with.
I'm so glad. Did you have a nice time? Did you have a nice time? Do you have any regrets?
Yeah. Thank you for coming
I
on.
want to know.
Thank you.
Did you have any regrets at all?
No, actually, I think all my mistakes, like I learned something pretty cool from. So, and they were like really fun experiences, even when I did fuck up in life. So,
You
Okay,
learned something.
yeah, it's like a roller coaster. So I did
good,
fuck up a few times and make mistakes, but it's like whatever.
good. I'm glad to hear
It's
that.
fun.
Okay, I love that. Well, I'm super happy. Thank you so much, Amber. Amber, how did you guys meet?
I did work with Audrey, and I feel like somehow I don't even
Instagram
remember.
somehow.
Yeah.
Who's Audrey?
Yeah, I don't even know. Maybe I hit you up, or maybe I don't know.
I can't even remember.
Yeah.
She was the girl she was talking about that she did Trashy Life with.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
did design for her.
so
So.
Audrey. Audrey is a woman that you did a show with called Trashy Life, which was a really
Yeah.
cute show that we wish we could bring back and have, because some of us all
Yeah.
Yeah.
some of us have had trashy lives, and that's a cool thing. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you for everyone out there for listening.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. This was our very first guest. Thank you. Zoo, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Is that
Zoo, Lauren or
Lauren?
Lauren?
Lauren, Wilby?
Willoughby. Yeah.
Willoughby. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Missy. We
Yeah.
really appreciate you coming on here, telling us a little bit about yourself,
Yes.
and giving some hope for those out there who
Huh?
are, sort of alternative and don't always drive the path of the normal. And
Yeah.
that was an interesting story, and from one weirdo, somebody who doesn't always go the beaten path. Thank you so much for Amber. Also, thank you so much for Amber. Amber was the one that brought on the guest. She brought on the first guest, and thank you so much.
Yay, we got a guest.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you.
Yay.
I can hit you up with people you should contact too to
Oh,
be
that's so
on
nice.
if you want them.
Look at that. Our guest is bringing us
I'll
guests.
name dropping.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is it gonna be Paris
Yeah.
Hilton? Is it gonna be Paris Hilton?
It could be someone almost close to Paris Hilton.
Is it gonna be Nicole Richie? Is it gonna be Nicole Richie?
I love her.
I
No,
like
Yeah.
Nicole
I love
Richie.
her.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
cute.
anyway, stay
I
tuned
love her
next
too.
for our next guest, and hopefully it'll be a surprise. So hopefully we'll have a next guest. If not next time, then
Yeah.
we'll just have to see when the next guest will be on. So thank you guys so much. It was good to
Yeah.
see you again, Amber.
Yep.
And it was very nice meeting
Yeah,
you.
you too.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
We
Amber.
did it.
Hey, Amber, we didn't talk about the AI thing. We did it. No, you did it. Amber.
Yeah.
We've been talking for
We
like
have to talk. I feel like
you have
I
to go
know.
with-
We've been talking a long time, but I feel like we need to talk about it, like maybe just us.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because it's hard to.
What if Lauren / Zoo was an AI person? Did
What if they were?
Did you create her and like get
I
her?
did. I think, yeah.
She
And
was very beautiful.
yeah,
I still hear the
she
chime.
wasn't AI.
My car. I'm inside my
Oh my
car.
God,
My car's like,
how
put the
are you
seat.
even functioning?
How am I?
I wouldn't be able to even focus.
What the thing that's like ding? Well, anyways, we don't have a lot of time. I feel like we've been talking. I gotta get back to like doing. I gotta go do.
Yeah, we can
My voice is
let's do
hurting.
the AI
Let's talk
next
about it.
time.
Okay, so I didn't. Did you get to watch my really good friend? All of our good friends. He's not good friends with everybody, but everyone that we love because he's adorable. Cory Feldman has been in this business for like over 50 years. I didn't know that. I wish I could be in the entertainment business for over 50 years, but I've been in the entertainment business for 0 years because I'm still trying to be in the entertainment business.
I
Just
mean,
kidding.
you are in the
I'm
entertainment
not.
business
I'm not in the
technically.
entertainment business. But I would like to
We're
be.
entertaining right now.
I'm probably not. No, hopefully, if anybody's listening still or watching, and if you are, thank you.
Oh, I got some great comments
Thank
about
you.
how, yeah, I'll send it to you.
That's nice.
Very uplifting
Don't forget to
about how we work together and like
That's so cool. Oh, and also
they're
Amber.
enjoying that.
Did you? I don't know if you guys knew this, but Amber's a really good artist. She just sent me this other thing that she drew. She draws, you guys. Amber's a really
I do. Yeah.
Amber. If anyone has any talent in this thing, I know she keeps being sad because she thinks that like people are saying that she's just using me. Trust me, if anybody's using anybody, it's me using Amber because Amber has the talent. She drew like pictures of.
No.
I make Amber.
Yeah, well,
I'm like,
I
Amber,
mean,
get onto it. Just kidding. So anyway, so I wanted to
yeah,
mention.
I do. I just
Did you
adore
watch?
you,
Did you
so
watch
thank
the?
you.
Did you watch the interview?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah, I want to talk about it.
okay, talk about it real quick because I talked about like I had a I had like I mentioned like a small thing about it to him about like some stuff that I wanted his advice about. But what did he say about what was his what were the highlights about this interview? Because he's it's his birthday month. It's his birthday month soon, and so Mr. Corey Feldman, who I adore, and I really, when it comes to like things that I do in the entertainment business or try to, some things music, because he's just came out with an album. It's called Characters, and if you haven't heard it, I would highly recommend it. Corey works very hard as an
Mm-hmm.
entertainer, and he especially takes his music very seriously. He takes his acting very seriously because it comes very natural to him. So does music, but he's very, 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 very passionate about his music. So am I. I'm very passionate about my music too, but he's very genius. I mean, he is
Yeah.
like, he's a talented genius. And how he comes up with
Well,
lyrics,
you should have him on. Why don't you have him on and
I wish, but
talk to us about it?
he's like, once you stop doing podcast from the street, like, I was like, I was just one time.
Oh, is that who said that?
I was like, that was one time, Corey. I didn't have it. I was just out and about. Anyway, I was like, I was
Yeah.
just on location. He's just very
Yeah, you're on location.
But right now I'm at the library. I'm at the library outside. Anyways, so he's very caring. So, anyways, I would love it if Mr. Corey Feldman could come on someday. I'd be very great.
Yeah, that
But
would be
anyway,
great.
I would so I talked to him about like how he comes up with his amazing lyrics. He's a great lyricist. And he's like, I use my brain.
Yeah, it
So,
would be great to hear how he does all that.
well, he's very talented. That's how he does it. But anyways, what was the highlights of this interview he was talking about AI?
I don't know, like, what do you think about AI? Are you for it or against it?
I'll tell you once you tell me about the highlights. What were the highlights of the interview, Amber? What was his thoughts on the AI stuff? I know some of his thoughts. He was saying that he feels like Hollywood is in danger with AI, and I agree with that. And in some cases.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think everywhere, honestly, is in
Well, there
danger
was
because of it.
stuff about
I think there's benefits, but
yes.
yeah, I
I
think
heard
that
that
people are
too.
relying on that.
Well, there was one instance where actually somebody won a case where it's called free shoot, I forgot what it's called. Well, I wrote it down. It was free um, well there so these book authors. I thought that was a bit much though. Like, come on. These book authors use AI to write their books. I was like, that's a bit much.
Okay.
I was like,
Yeah.
dude, write your own book. That's like writing a essay in school and using AI or
And which
using.
is also happening, which is also happening.
That's not fair. Come on now.
Yeah, they're
That's a
not
little bit.
right. They're
Oh,
not writing their essays.
it was called fair. The judge deemed it fair use, but that's not like you can't be. Why would you be an author and use like that was just weird. But
And
so anyways,
artists
I
and
know that
musicians.
yeah, but okay, so I my point is that like I think a lot some artists have been doing some of those things like musicians. So yes, I think it's good to use your instruments. It's good. But you know some artists that those types of things have been computerized for quite some time. So that's
Yeah, but did you know that they are having AI even write the
yeah,
music, like make
yes,
full
that's
songs?
yeah, that's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
if you're in charge of it, you're still using your thoughts. You're still being in a creative process.
Because you're
If you're
like
like
writing the prompt.
yeah, if you're like, you know, if you're just like do this and then you're just like, okay, great. But if you're like, no,
Yeah.
I don't like that, change this, do that, you're being the conductor. So yes, you're not like 100% like like, but you're telling it what to do. You're like bossing it around and like
But I mean,
if you're involved like on that level, like
and technically, if you have a band of people that are, or like you're making a commercial, like you're telling
and
the,
then you have to go out there and perform
musician
it
what to
though.
do anyway.
Like you still have to go out there and perform it. So if you're on all that level, I think that's okay. If you're just like oh, just write a song and you're like a little kid and you're just like, look, mom, look what I did. And you're like, yay. But if you're like telling AI, maybe you're just me. Okay. I'm just me. And I'm like, bitch, write a song. And then I'm like, no, change this shit. I don't like that shit. That sounds like shit. And then I gotta like
Okay.
put it all together. I gotta fucking put the melody together. I gotta figure out how to sing that shit. I gotta figure out the time. I gotta do all this shit. Then I gotta like put my band together. I gotta tell the band to fucking do this shit. Then I gotta change the shit. I gotta like incorporate it. I gotta go out there. I gotta sing that shit. I gotta record that shit. That's still me. I gotta
Yeah.
do all this. That's a lot of work
So
still.
do you use AI?
Yeah, sometimes I do because it's just me. I don't have a way to like do all that stuff. I gotta do that shit on my phone. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's just me. And
And
if I want to get shit done, I gotta figure out a way. Luckily, they've created a program like a chat GPT where I can like instead of just sitting around on my ass wondering how am I gonna get this done, I have a miracle thing that can help me. It's an
okay.
it's not like a full thing where I'm just like do the whole work and then I'm just sitting there watching my hologram do nothing. I still have to do
Yeah,
the
you're
work.
like you're coming up with all the ideas and you're telling it.
Particular. I'm not gonna just like fucking come up with trash. I'm very particular. And trust me,
Mhm.
if you're working with me and I have like a whole team of people behind me, I'm gonna be very bitchy at you. But I don't. I don't have that. And instead of doing nothing and just sitting here and being sad and on the street crying, I have to get some type of something. That's a lot of work. And I'm not and
Yeah.
I'm very, very, very meticulous. I know what I like. I
Yeah.
know
I think it's great to be used in that way.
yeah. So on the other hand, when studios or whatever production companies have a thing where they say like make a whole TV show and it's just a computer that like makes a whole
Yeah.
actor. I don't know. It's and
And
then
they're
there's
using
nobody
like
there.
real people and making them do stuff.
Yeah, and then there's nobody there. But who's talking the voice? I mean, it's a
Oh,
whole. Did you hear the
yeah.
drum?
Have you seen the new? There's like a new Black Mirror about it, where it's like
No,
all the actors are
no.
just fake.
But I don't watch TV. But that's cool. But who's gonna is there nobody acting it? Who's using that voice? Where did that voice come from? Yeah, but anyways,
It's just dating at all. It's crazy.
yeah, but as a musician, I still want to go out there and fucking be on that stage and perform that shit, and I gotta be on point performing it. You don't want to hear me being
Yeah.
like, I gotta record. I want to be there recording it. I'm not gonna fucking have somebody else record that shit. I want to make sure I don't
Yeah.
say something stupid. If the lyric is, if I'm like, hey, make me this what rhymes with this, and they're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuji Paka Laka. And I'm like, that's stupid. Do something, come up with something different. And if I still can't do it, then I'm gonna, but I can't always, if I have a writer's block, which is common, if I need to hurry up, like, I need help. But a lot of people have a whole thousands of billions of dollars. I don't. Me, and I'm poor. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be, and I might need help. So anyways, my phone is about to die.
Oh no.
Anyway, so yes, it's kind of embarrassing. I'm not genius. I'm not. I wish I was.
No, I don't think so.
I could be a
Is your
genius or
phone?
something. Yeah. So I'm gonna let you go now. It was
I
really
feel
nice.
like we should. I feel like we should say bye and then talk about this
We can
again.
talk about it more. We can talk about it more. Let's do it. But I had a lot of
No, I
fun.
thought your phone was
I'm
more
so stoked about guys. How do you feel about guys?
Me too. I love that.
Thank us. You brought on a really good guest.
Yeah.
Amber, I'm proud of you.
I tried. I'm so glad it worked.
Yes, Amber, you're smart.
Yeah.
See, you can't. Yeah, there's no, but you know what? People created AI to make life easier. That's one thing. That's the final note, like Jerry Springer would say.
Yeah.
But we can still
Well,
let's see what the people have to say. I'm sure they're gonna say something. They're gonna have a lot to say about it.
I want the watchers to give us their input about AI, and then we'll talk about it again too.
The watchers.
I didn't know what to say.
We love our
The
watchers.
viewers. The viewers. I needed AI to tell me what to say.
Watchers. I love my watchers. Thank you, watchers. And listeners.
Thank you to our watchers.
And our listeners. Anyways, have a good
our viewers.
It's been a while. Love you.
Love you too. It was great
bye.
to talk to you.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
So be sure to check out our next episode to find out more about where we've been, where we're going, and just hang out.